My name is Zhongru. I was unexpectedly transported into a book, becoming third prince Li Xuanyi's cannon fodder concubine. Growing up under a monogamous system, I was a youth with aspirations. And now I'm a concubine. I can't stand this.
Wearing the wedding dress.
The original owner was timid, barely 3 months after the wedding. She was killed by Li Xuanyi's wife, Kui Lingrong. Kui Lingrong thought she and Li Xuanyi were forever in love. Little did she know, she would soon be deposed.
Xuanyi, I'm your first wife, Xuanyi. You promised me one love for life.
For plotting against my heir, from today, you are exiled to Ninggu Tower, never to return to the capital.
Xuanyi, Xuanyi, Xuanyi.
Kui Lingrong, do you know, tomorrow, Li Xuanyi, who will become the crown prince, will marry another noble lady as his princess consort. In this deep palace, the thing you shouldn't keep is love towards the royal. The thing you shouldn't have is affection. Love will betray you, but power won't. Since I'm destined to be the cannon fodder, concubine, then in this life, no matter what means I use, I will rewrite Zhuangru's tragic fate, and I will become the Empress Dowager with the supreme power.
I won't be staying tonight.
Is that so? Don't go back on your words later.
My love for Lingrong is deep. Welcoming you into the manor was the Emperor's order. A truly helpless act. But I already have Lingrong, and will never touch another woman.
I understand. I will surely be well behaved. It's getting late. I'll see you out, Your Highness.
Are you trying to get rid of me? The groom doesn't stay on the wedding night. For any woman, this is a grave humiliation. How could she not care? I've encountered all kinds of women. Your coy games of push and pull won't keep me here.
I wouldn't dare. I wish for undivided devotion, a lifelong bond until old age. Your bond with a princess consort is deep. How could I disrupt such love?
Know your place, and all is well. Lingrong is gracious and kind. In time, she'll treat you as a beloved sister. Any needs you have, bring them to her. Aside from affection, all material comforts shall be yours without fail.
I thank Your Highness in advance. In the story's original events, Li Xuanyi never stayed this night, but in this life, as the new Zhuangru, I won't let you leave Chengfu Hall again.
Concubine Zhuang, what are you?
I've long heard of Your Highness's deep affection with a princess consort. If tonight His Highness would abandon his new bride, my personal pride matters little. But this insult to my father could cost us. Should his wrath be provoked, and if that harms His Highness's path to the throne, it would bring down the entire Jin Manor.
Concubine Zhuang, set your mind at ease. This servant won't fail you. How admirable. You care about His Highness and the Jin Manor.
3, 2, 1.
You mustn't leave, Your Highness, in your rivalry with Prince Liang. For the Crown Prince's seat, the Zhuang family's support is crucial to you. Abandoning their treasured daughter on your wedding night. This is to slap Minister Zhuang's face. Your Highness, I beg you to reconsider. Think carefully, my prince.
But I promised Lingrong I wouldn't stay here tonight.
Your Highness. Hey, reconsider this.
Kui Lingrong will prevail tonight. You or I.
My lady, it's time to retire.
His Highness hasn't come. What's the rush? Xuanyi promised me he wouldn't stay there tonight.
But the night grows late.
I trust Xuanyi will keep his word, though forced by court politics to take other wives. In his heart, I remain his only true wife. Your Highness. Xuanyi. Your Highness,
His Highness sent this servant.
where is the prince?
The prince asked me to inform you. He won't be visiting Zhaoyang Hall tonight and requests you retire early. I'll take my leave.
Zhuangru, you little wretch, dare steal my husband's favor? You're courting death.
After careful consideration, on our wedding night, should the groom not stay, the bride's reputation suffers. To ensure your standing within the manor, this night, I shall remain here with you to preserve your dignity.
Such honeyed words, claims it's for my sake, but truly covets my family's political support. Typical of those in power, self-serving hypocrisy, masquerading as generosity. This concubine thanks your highness.
Enough. No need for formalities. You're my consort, not some lowly servant. You've knelt long enough.
Your highness.
Merely somewhat attractive, as a prince of the realm, I won't be swayed by mere beauty. My staying here tonight is to preserve your and the Zhuang family's dignity. Should you harbor any improper thoughts, don't blame me for being merciless.
I am aware, and shall not overstep boundaries. Let me assist your highness with bathing and changing.
Does she not take me seriously at all?
On Li Xuanyi's side, I replaced the bedding with phoenix silk beforehand. It feels normal by day, but when night chills arrive, it turns ice cold to the touch. Then, he'll seek warmth from me. Li Xuanyi, you won't escape my grasp.
My lady, why sleep on the couch? You'll catch cold.
Last night, His Highness kept pressing toward me. I couldn't avoid it. If he awakens, he'll blame me for seducing him. Hence, I retreated to sleep here.
You've endured much. Clearly, His Highness pursued you. With your beauty, how could he remain unmoved?
This is strategic retreat. My next mission is to make Li Xuanyi initiate consummation. Royal mothers gain status through sons, not men.
What? I was clinging to her? Have I truly been beguiled?
By Her Majesty's order, I've come for the chastity handkerchief.
Trouble. Without consummation, there's no proof for your chastity.
His Highness is dressing. Wait outside.
As commanded.
Your Highness, I know well. Her Majesty arranged our marriage to ensure royal heirs are produced. Should she discover our unconsummated union, my punishment matters little, but Your Highness facing wrath would be grave.
I'm aware Mother grows impatient with my childless state, yet I won't break vows to Lingrong.
I understand, and will shield you from blame. Your Highness, forgive my boldness. This drop of blood symbolizes Your Highness's devotion to the princess consort and your kindness towards me.
Now you understand the situation.
I covered your lies and cleaned up the mess, yet you stand there so arrogantly. Disgusting. Thank you for your consideration. Your Highness, why is the bleeding still persisting?
It's merely a minor injury. I'm perfectly fine.
Zhang Yun, open the door.
Congratulations to Your Highness and Concubine Zhuang. By Her Majesty, the Empress's order, I've come to retrieve the wedding handkerchief. When Her Majesty sees this, she will be most pleased. I shall take my leave now.
I won't join you for breakfast. I have duties at the palace.
Safe travels, Your Highness. Let's go, Xiangyun. We must serve tea to the princess consort. If we're late, they'll say we lack propriety.
Who knows how the princess might try to humiliate you.
I don't care that. In the story, Kui Lingrong scalded the original host's finger, causing severe infection. She hid the unsightly wound to avoid scaring Li Xuanyi and secluded herself for half a month, nearly making Li Xuanyi forget her existence. This time, I'll use their own schemes against them. Xiangyun, fetch me chicken blood from the kitchen. Be cautious. Don't get caught.
Understood.
I serve tea to Your Highness.
Since it's ceremonial tea, the cup must be filled completely. Baiji.
This kettle contains boiling hot water. If my hand slips, don't blame me for burning your delicate hands. If the teacup breaks, you'll be charged with disrespect. You can bear it with such calmness. Let me scald you good.
Time to stop, or scars will form. That'd be counterproductive.
How presumptuous. You dare misbehave before the princess consort. What punishment deserves this?
Blood. The concubine's bleeding.
My lady, this humble one is menstruating. I fear I might faint, begging your forgiveness.
She speaks truth. There's a distinct fishy stench.
This means you didn't consummate with Xuanyi last night.
To answer Your Highness, the prince stayed overnight to preserve my Zhuang family's honor and to prevent your reputation from being tarnished by jealousy. My father's fiercely protective. Should he learn I've been slighted on my first day here, his wrath may fall upon the prince. We're family now. Let's avoid such discord. In the story, the original host was meek, but goodness invites abuse. This time, I'll make Kui Lingrong think twice. My Zhuang family's has formidable power.
Xuanyi vies for the throne. My Kui family's status pales to Zhuang's. We mustn't offend them now. If this hinders the succession, all will be lost. Blinded by jealousy. I forgot this crucial point. Rise. Baiji's my childhood maid. Having served me long, she's grown overbearing. Pay her no mind.
Of course not. Your compassion moves me. I'll safeguard your bond with the prince. I'll know the prince's devotion to you. Who could rival Your Highness?
At least you know your place. In 6 months, when my health recovers, I'll bear Xuanyi heirs. The prince is merely honoring his first wife's status.
I've specially brought Jinyan Fang pastries. Please accept them.
You're too kind.
Concubine Zhuang met Lingrong, well,
My prince, harmony prevails.
Concubine Zhuang heeded my instructions.
Except
what?
the princess consort's maid Baiji burned concubine Zhuang's hand with malicious intent.
What? Where's Concubine Zhuang?
She insisted on cooking personally for you because of being worried for your exhaustion. To show care, I tried to stop her, but failed.
Outrageous, even with that injured hand. You're in the kitchen? Who are you trying to impress with this act?
Your Highness, I know you've been occupied with official duties. I wanted to prepare some refreshments to replenish your energy.
About the burn. Why didn't you report this earlier?
Your Highness, this was all Baiji's scheme. The princess consort has no part in this. I feared you might blame the princess consort. That's why I remained silent. Your Highness, if you wish to defend me, just punish Baiji. Please don't blame the princess.
How commendable of you to be so reasonable. Guards, drag Baiji out. Give her 30 lashes.
At once.
First, we cut off the tiger's claws. At least that'll curb their arrogance. Now that you're here, Your Highness, please try my new pastry creation. Just one taste, Your Highness. Well,
Sweet and velvety. Exquisite flavor. What is this?
this is a secret recipe from my time working at a bakery. Tiramisu. To capture a man's heart, first conquer his stomach. This tiramisu's recipe was found in ancient records of dessert-making techniques using milk, eggs, and flour. I spent 6 months perfecting it.
Rue's pastry skills surpass even imperial chefs.
Your Highness, earlier you called me Rue.
Are you displeased with that?
I'm quite taken with it.
Dare to scar Concubine Zhuang's hand? I'll have your head for this.
Understood. Bear with this, my lady. I must lance the blisters before applying medicine.
Here, lean against me.
Concubine Zhuang, I'll begin the acupuncture. Done. I take my leave.
Calm yourself, Your Highness. The pain overwhelmed me. I didn't mean to bite you.
In 3 days at the manor. You've bitten me twice. One more time. And I shall return the favor.
The fish took the bait. Your Highness, it's getting late. You should go see the princess consort now. I acted thoughtlessly earlier. I was so engrossed in sharing delicacies with you that I kept you here so late.
As a royal prince of stature, countless noble ladies beg to serve in my household, yet I'm the one being rejected by some fragile girl, forced upon me by the Empress Dowager. This delicate newcomer keeps pushing me away daily. Am I truly so lacking in charm?
Farewell, Your Highness.
My lady, His Highness wished to stay. Why not seize the opportunity to make him remain?
Such matters require patience, not haste. If men are hunters, women are the prey. The harder they chase, the more they crave. Make it too easy, and they'll quickly grow disinterested. This palace journey's long. Within these royal walls, we must climb high and hold firm. Moreover, what I seek was never this man's devotion. I desire the power behind his throne.
What happened to Concubine Zhuang's hand?
I failed in discipline. My servants caused trouble. I beg your highness's mercy.
You're both my consorts. Get along with Rue peacefully, so their majesties may rest assured. Then I can focus on state affairs.
In just 2 days, you're already calling her Rue. This concubine humbly obeys.
The Empress Dowager's spies watch this manor, scrutinizing every move. I mustn't neglect Rue.
Why tell me this, your highness? Will you consummate with her now? Did Zhuang Rou use the Empress's name to threaten you?
She's not involved.
How could she not be? Before her arrival, you never showed such interest. 2 short years since our wedding, and you've already taken fancy to another.
Lingrong, don't you realize you're acting like a shrew? I have official documents to review. Retire first.
Attendants,
Your servant is here.
investigate Zhuang Rou thoroughly. I refuse to believe. She's beyond reproach.
Understood.
I'll see her destroyed. Completely.
Princess Consort, your servant discovered Zhuang Rou and Nalan Day were childhood sweethearts. They were to be wed, but then an imperial decree sent her to His Highness. They say Nalan Day coughed blood from grief.
I thought she yielded to our love story out of genuine compassion. Turns out she pines for another. I must arrange for His Highness to catch her with that man. Then she'll be exiled.
To succeed, it's quite simple. Hear me out.
Your loyal service is appreciated. I shall never fail to reward you.
Never thought. Her Highness actually gave Tingfeng Pavilion's opera tickets to you.
By forcing me out of the mansion, she's creating time to be alone with the prince. Not surprising.
Mr. Nolan.
What a coincidence. Here for the opera too?
My servant mentioned an interesting show. Dowager thought I'd join the fun. Might I ask if your lady would grant me a seat?
Kuilingrong, oh Kuilingrong. If I'm not mistaken, you and Zhuanyi will arrive shortly too. Thank you for fueling this jealousy. That makes the prince desire me more. Sir, don't address me like that. I'm no lady. Everyone knows. I'm just an ornamental piece here. The princess holds the prince's true affection. Come, sit.
In the past, when I asked you to go spring outing, you always declined. What brings you out today?
Your Highness seems weighed down by official matters. I wish to accompany you.
Your thoughtfulness is noted.
Isn't that Concubine Zhuang?
Your Highness, why are you here?
Step aside.
Your Highness. Your Highness.
Do you even remember who I am?
Your Highness, you're hurting Ru.
My concubine. Mr. Nayland need not concern.
Concubine Zhuang. Even if you and Mr. Nayland were childhood sweethearts, you must understand your current position. You are now His Highness's concubine. How dare you meet men in secret?
Mind your words, Your Highness. I remain chaste and virtuous, even as the princess consort. You cannot openly slander and defame me, tarnishing the Zhuang family name.
You were caught rendezvousing with a man. We witnessed it. No excuses will suffice. I have always wondered. His Highness is divine perfection, yet you shun his presence. Now it's clear your heart yearns for another man. Now you disgrace us beyond palace walls. Where is your respect for His Highness's dignity? Is this how Minister Zhuang raised his daughter?
Choose your words carefully.
Caught red-handed, yet you dare deny it. Madame Zhuang, you shame us all.
Enough. You will return with me. Who am I? Tell me who I am?
Your Highness, please don't.
Answer me. What am I to you?
You are the Imperial Prince, my husband in name.
But in your heart? Who holds your heart? Now I understand why. You always push me away, refuse to consummate our union. Your heart belongs to another man. Nalande, isn't it? Is it him? Answer.
Your Highness, please, let me explain.
I saw it with my own eyes. What explanation remains?
Your Highness, the princess consort misunderstands me. There is nothing between me and Nalande. If you doubt me, I'll take my life to prove it.
Insolence. Am I forbidden to question you? You dare threaten suicide? I've been too lenient with you for too long. You will be mine tonight.
Is she being caned by His Highness? She'll be expelled from the manor soon.
His Highness is forcing Consort Zhuang to consummate their marriage.
What? How could this happen? Impossible.
My lady, if she bears his child first, her offspring will threaten your position.
If accept this now, not only will it validate my affair with Nalande, but afterward, he'll still look down on me. Your Highness, please calm down.
Calm down. After this disgraceful act, how can you ask me for mercy?
The opera tickets came from Princess Consort. If I wanted to commit adultery, why not obtain my own tickets?
Perhaps you're recklessly bold, thinking no one would investigate.
Your Highness, I'd never dare.
You're my consort now. I forbid you to harbor feelings for others.
My lady, reconsider. His Highness is inside. You can't barge in.
If I don't, that woman's child will be born before mine.
Your Highness, gently. You're hurting me.
My lady.
How dare you, Kui? Have I been too lenient with you? You dare break into the room.
Mercy, Your Highness. Regarding the theater tickets incident, this trouble stems from my gift of tickets. I've just uncovered the truth and rushed immediately to inform Your Highness.
I'm eager to hear what truth you've discovered.
Guards, bring in the traitorous maid, Baiji. Baiji, I cannot allow Concubine Zhuang's child to precede mine in birth. Will you aid me?
This servant is your ladyship's dowry maid. I'd die 1,000 deaths for you.
Traitorous Baiji, confess your crimes to His Highness.
Your Highness, this is all my fault. When I saw Your Highness growing close to Concubine Zhuang, I resented it for my lady, so I forged her ladyship's name to send Concubine Zhuang tickets, then pretended to be Nalande's friend to lure him to Tingfeng Pavilion. This is entirely my doing. That's how the affair was exposed. I beg for your forgiveness.
Audacious traitor, you dared frame Concubine Zhuang. If I don't punish you severely, how can I enforce discipline?
Your Highness, it's all my fault. Please consider my loyal intentions and spare me this once. Your Highness. Please.
Your Highness.
Kui, do you still dare plead for your maid?
What I mean to say is, this time, we mustn't spare this cunning woman. I know Your Highness detests harem schemes, her actions. Shamed Concubine Zhuang and compromised my virtue. I beg Your Highness to make an example of her.
Kui Lingrong, I underestimated you. To prevent Xuanyi from consummating our marriage, you'd sacrifice even your loyal servant. From now on, I'll never underestimate you again.
Guards, drag Baiji out. 50 lashes. Banish her from the manor.
Your Highness, mercy, Your Highness, spare me.
Wrong. Your wisdom astonishes me. This brings me great comfort. Harmony within ensures peace without. Your harmony with Consort Zhuang is what I most desire to witness.
I bid farewell to Your Highnesses.
Lingrong, return to Zhouyang Hall. I have matters to discuss with Consort Zhuang.
As you command.
Ru, I misjudged you today. Does anger still linger in your heart?
I dare not harbor resentment.
Then why have you kept pushing me away? When I saw you with that man in private chambers, I truly believed your heart had strayed, hence your coldness toward me.
Your Highness, on my first day here, you made your position clear. Your bond with the princess consort warns me against harboring improper aspirations. How could I entertain other desires?
Have you ever felt anything for me?
Your noble bearing could leave no maiden's heart untouched. I dared only to cherish secret thoughts, lest I disrupt the harmony between Your Highnesses.
As I always say, my heroic charm captivates all women. Ru, your obedience pleases me. This brings me joy. Yet I vowed to Lingrong eternal devotion. Palace politics forced my hand to take concubines, but no concubine's child shall precede the main line.
I understand completely.
You've endured much today. I'll stay at Chengfu Hall to comfort you.
But Your Highness, might the princess consort object?
Lingrong's magnanimous nature understands my position.
Princess Consort. His Highness sends word, Consort Zhuang suffered distress today. He remains at Chengfu Hall and begs you retire without him.
I know that.
Yes.
Be at ease, my lady. With the misunderstanding cleared, His Highness won't consummate the marriage. This night's stay merely consoles Consort Zhuang for her grievance.
I know well His Highness's true devotion. That schemer relies solely on fleeting beauty to beguile our lord. Should her face be marred, would His Highness still just take a look?
Greetings, Concubine Zhuang.
No need for formalities, Eunuch Liu.
Her Highness's little wretch played mischief, causing His Highness to reprimand you. Princess Consort feels deeply concerned, thus ordered a spring gown tailored as a gift for your ladyship. Concubine Zhuang, the incident at Tingfeng Pavilion. It's that maid's doing. Please don't hold this against Her Highness.
In the original story, after gaining favor, Hui Lingrong bestowed this smallpox-infected spring garment. The wearer contracted smallpox, scarring her beauty. Hui Lingrong you'd never predict. I'm a medical student from the 21st century. Smallpox is no match for me. Don't worry, eunuch. Why would I resent Her Highness? Princess Consort is magnanimous, always caring for me. I'm overflowing with gratitude. I'll prepare reciprocal gifts and personally thank her.
Your harmony with Her Highness would greatly please His Highness. I shall take my leave now.
Let me carry that.
This was sewn by smallpox patients. Don't touch it.
My lady, how did you know the garment was tainted?
Explaining time traveling here wouldn't make sense. I have my informants.
Then dispose of it quickly. We must avoid infection.
Her Highness's kind gift cannot be discarded. Not only will I keep it, I'll wear it.
But you'll contract smallpox.
Don't worry, I have precautions. Princess Consort gifted such magnificent presents. I must return the courtesy. Xiang Yun, prepare reciprocal gifts for Her Highness.
My lady, Concubine Zhuang personally delivered a gift in return. It is Jianghuai honey.
Her gifts are never without ulterior motives. This reeks of a wolf in sheep's clothing.
But my lady, they say drinking Jianghuai honey makes one's sweat fragrant. In Jiangnan, women consume this before intimate moments to please their husbands.
How intriguing. Prepare a cup for me.
Has Her Highness consumed it?
Reporting to my lady, Princess Consort has ingested the Jianghuai honey.
Excellent. The honey I sent was precious indeed. If she's discerning, she'll indulge. Come, we still need one thing.
Your Highness, Concubine Zhuang requests audience.
Ru comes to me. Her first time seeking my presence. I always knew she harbors affection. Admit her.
Your humble consort greets Your Highness.
Ru, rise quickly. My recent duties have kept me occupied. I've neglected you inadvertently.
Your Highness, my visit today is not for my own sake, but for elder sister.
How so?
My prince, the flowers in the rear garden have all bloomed. Yet I've never seen sister admire them. Servants say she only visited when accompanied by you. Please accompany her now to view the blossoms. They'll wither soon.
Consort Zhuang proves thoughtful. Neither seeks favor nor objects when I take Rong strolling. Understood. I'll take Rong to the garden. Join us too.
Your Highnesses proceed ahead. I'll first use the privy and follow shortly. Were I not worried of Li Xuanyi contracting smallpox, delaying my plans, I'd have worn this earlier.
Wrong. My political duties have distracted me. You know well, the throne contention with Prince Liang. I must achieve substantial merits.
My lord, I understand. Your exclusive invitation shows your unchanged heart. I've always known. Your affections remain constant through time.
You and I are meant to be together, this life and beyond.
Prince and Princess, we greet Your Highnesses.
Why is she wearing that garment here? You, stay back.
Sis, have I done something wrong to offend you, sister? Why keep me at arm's length?
Your Highness, strange. This little darling's face should be breaking out by now.
Wrong. I invited Concubine Zhuang to enjoy flowers with us. Don't be so jealous.
That garment was sewn by smallpox patients. Must protect His Highness from contracting smallpox. Reporting to Your Highness, it's just the concubine's perfume today is overwhelming. Even I can hardly bear it, let alone disturb Your Highness.
Then I'll follow at a respectful distance.
Ru understands propriety.
New clothes can't replace old friends. Familiar company comforts best.
Swift steps matter less than endurance. We shall see.
Your Highness, the purple chrysanthemums bloom.
So gloriously. Pick a bouquet for Rong.
As you command.
Your Highness, might I present this flower to elder sister? Her noble grace matches the chrysanthemum's grandeur. This imperial bloom suits her magnificence.
The cunning vixen actually shows humility today. You flatter me, sister.
Approved.
How fragrant. Your Highness, perhaps gift her bougainvillea instead?
Granted. Rue, your growing wisdom brings me great comfort. Your harmony with Lingrong is my greatest fortune.
Your servant thanks you. With this scented chrysanthemum and my Jiangwai honey, sister, you've stirred a hornet's nest. Eunuch Lu, protect the prince, quickly.
Rong.
Back off.
Watch His Highness.
Help! Somebody help!
Scheming witch, you gifted me smallpox-infected robes. I'll return the favor with bees. Guards, come quickly. Save the princess now.
Rong, bees fear water. Someone, fetch water, hurry.
Your Highness, are you all right?
Do I look unharmed to you?
Sister, put this on quickly, my outer garment. The palace is still some distance. Don't catch a chill.
I refuse.
Feeling wrong, these fine robes you sent should adorn your own back.
They're tainted with smallpox. I won't wear them. Never.
How noble of Lady Rue, risking frostbite to aid her sister. Wrap this around you.
Feeling wrong? When pox ravages your body tomorrow, blame won't reach me. These robes you sent were your own gift. This time, you'll learn the bitter truth. Evil deeds reap their own doom.
Concubine, you'll catch a cold like this.
I want to catch a chill. How is the princess consort?
They say she's gravely ill. Physician Wang has arrived.
Help me change. I must visit my dear sister.
Physician Wang, how fares the princess consort?
Your Highness, it may be due to today's shock and exposure. The consort has contracted smallpox.
What? Smallpox?
Li Shanyi, you old fool. In the garden you vowed to spend your life with Kui Lingrong as devoted partners, yet when smallpox struck, you fled the fastest. My prince, how is my sister?
Your Highness. It's you. My current condition is all you're doing. Your Highness, please investigate this. Zhuang Rong gave me that infected shawl. The gossamer was poisoned.
Sister, fever clouds your mind. This spring garment was your gift yesterday. I've worn it all day, yet I'm perfectly healthy.
Exactly. Rong wore it all morning, without consequence. Why would you fall ill? Don't wrong innocent wrong.
Modern medicine prevails. Vaccines are a godsend.
Concubine, smallpox scabs collected. Everything's prepared.
Done. Kui Lingrong, I've successfully been vaccinated. What can you do now?
My prince, I don't know, but I'm certain she's behind this. It must be her.
Wrong. How dare you accuse without evidence?
Sister, what wrong have I done to deserve this?
Wrong. Did you know Wrong came to my study to tell me of your melancholy? She urged our garden stroll. How could you doubt her? I detest jealous women. You disappoint me deeply.
Physician.
Sister, when I saw you cold today, I braved the chill myself to give you my robe. I truly don't know what I've done wrong.
Wrong is already ill. You must stay healthy. Send Physician Wang away.
At once.
Your Highness, my prince. Zhuang Rong, you vile creature. I'll see you destroyed, utterly ruined.
Your Highness, I wish to sleep in the side chamber.
Why?
Though I've just taken medicine, I still feel chilled to the bone. Let me rest in the side chamber, with Xiang Yun holding me.
Am I a prince less than a maid? Come here.
I dare not. My body is weak with illness. If I share your bed, I may infect you. That would be unforgivable.
If you leave now, rumors of our discord will spread like wildfire. Do you want your father to worry? My righteous energy can ward off any illness. You don't have smallpox, just a high fever. It won't affect me.
Li Xuanyi, now we hear your true thoughts. Had I contracted smallpox and Qilingrong a fever, you'd have fled without hesitation.
Merely sharing a bed changes nothing.
Your favor moves me deeply, my prince. Men can never resist a seemingly decent woman. Who knew Li Xuanyi would keep his word? These past days, though Qilingrong has smallpox, he stays in my chamber, yet maintains distance, truly restrained by propriety. No more delays. We must act now. Xiang Yun,
Yes.
prepare the sedan. We visit the Empress at once. Greetings, Your Majesty.
Rise.
Your servant dares not. I am guilty. I beg Your Majesty's punishment.
What is this alleged crime?
Your servant knows. Your Majesty arranged my marriage, hoping I would produce heirs for the royal family. Yet I cannot even win the prince's affection. His Highness only has eyes for the princess consort. This shows my incompetence. I implore Your Majesty to permit my divorce from the prince, so they may fulfill their vow of eternal devotion.
Absurd. Utterly preposterous. Royal blood may have fleeting affections, but never obsessive love. For a prince to speak of one love for a lifetime is sheer fantasy. Consort Zhuang, rise first. This palace shall resolve your plight, or I'll face difficulties with Prime Minister Zhuang.
Gratitude to Your Majesty.
Your son greets the Empress Dowager.
Summoning you today to address certain matters.
What is...
This medicinal prescription for Consort Zhuang from the royal physician, Xuanyi. Is this how you deceive your own mother? When I ordered the physician to examine Consort Zhuang, he reported she remains untouched. Explain yourself.
Mother, your son admits guilt.
Xuanyi, as you compete with Prince Liang for the crown prince position, do you comprehend how crucial heirs are in this contest? I care not about your affection for the princess consort, but her barrenness is the gravest offense.
Mother, since Lingrong miscarried, her health remains frail, coupled with her recent bout of smallpox. Grant her 6 more months.
Foolish. 3 months shift political tides. 6 months is unthinkable. If Prince Liang's son is born before yours, how secure is your claim? Guards, confine third prince in Qingfu Hall. None shall open these doors without my decree.
Yu, check quickly. Does my blemish still show?
It's gone completely, my lady. Physician Wang confirms your full recovery.
Excellent. Prepare deer antlers and okra and summon His Highness. These are his favorite dishes.
Though His Highness promised to visit Chaoyang Hall today, Her Majesty summoned him to the palace instead. At this hour, even if he wished to come, it's impossible. They say Her Majesty has confined him in Chengfu Hall.
What?
Release me at once.
Your Highness, consort, you two need to stop making things difficult. For me, the top priority right now is for Empress Sheng to get a grandchild. Otherwise, you're both staying here for good.
Holy crap. Who knew Empress Sheng would be so direct? She actually locked me and Li Xuanyi in the same room.
Release me at once. Rong has recovered today. I promise to accompany her for dinner this evening.
Your Highness, Don't make this servant stall you any longer. Without the Empress's decree, who dares release you?
Eunuch Lu, please open the door. The princess is newly recovered. If she can't see you, she might relapse. Can you bear that blame?
The princess is blessed. Royal physician Wang attends her. No harm will come.
This Eunuch Lu is shrewder than he seems. He knows the Empress's power is not to be crossed. Your Highness, perhaps tonight you should retire early. Tomorrow we'll send Aunt Jinrong to appease the Empress until her anger subsides, and this matter will end.
You visited the Empress today, and now this happens. You schemed with the Empress to force me into your bed.
Your Highness, I've never betrayed you, not once. Today I went to beg the Empress to grant us an official divorce, to free you and the princess. Every word is true. If you doubt me, make inquiries.
You want divorce?
Though you've slept in Chengfu Hall nightly, you never touched me. Your heart belongs to her. I wish to step aside for your love with the princess.
So I wronged her. I never refused to consummate. Only wanted Lingrong's child. Born first.
Your Highness, I'm not forcing you. I'll sleep alone tonight.
Hot. So hot.
Before, I feared detection, but this time Xiang Yun spiked the incense. None will suspect me. They'll blame the Empress. Now let's see how you resist. Li Xuanyi, can you hold out now? Your Highness, are you unwell, my lord?
Don't go. I forbid you to leave.
Your Highness, what's happening? A nightmare?
I burn. Can't endure this. I need you. You're my greatest desire.
Your Highness, think of the princess. My child cannot be born before hers.
I don't care. I'll die if I wait. I can't take this anymore.
Where is this smoke coming from?
Your Highness, we placed a smoke bomb inside. It produces thick smoke only. It won't harm His Highness.
Go.
Her Majesty the Queen?
Chenfu Hall is filled with thick smoke. There must be a fire inside. The consummation can wait. The prince's life is at stake. Do you want to witness His Highness's demise?
I wouldn't dare, Your Highness.
Then open the door now.
Yes.
Audacious Lady Kui. How dare you intrude the palace?
Your Highness, I dare not disturb Your Highness's leisure, but Chenfu Hall is billowing with smoke. I'm gravely concerned for Your Highness's safety. Even if you punish me afterward, I'll accept any consequence.
Kui Lingrong, this smoke likely came from your schemes.
Your Highness, escort the concubine away from here immediately. Quickly, Your Highness.
Your Highness. Your Highness, drink this cool tea to calm the heat. As for Lady Zhuang, I've arranged everything. This specially brewed tea suppresses carnal desires. Xuanyi, this will ease your discomfort.
Much better now. How could this happen in Chenfu Hall?
Perhaps the dry weather ignited the incense altar. Tomorrow I'll inspect all palace incense altars to prevent recurrence.
You're thoughtful, Rong.
Your Highness must be hungry. The kitchen keeps dishes warm, deer antlers you favor, and fresh okra.
Rong knows best. What pleases me most. My deepest affection lies with you.
Servants, bring the meal.
Concubine Zhuang, don't wait. His Highness dines at Zhaoyang Hall with great relish. He won't come tonight.
Never trust a man's words, and there's sweet nothings in bed. He just vowed I was his greatest joy. Yet now he's with another woman in her chambers. Any leads on the fire earlier? Any clues found?
I searched everywhere, but found no flames.
Likely smoke pellets. Burned completely, leaving no trace.
Who'd have guessed the princess has such tricks?
Without such cunning, how could she keep her throne all these years?
Concubine, shall I visit Zhaoyang Hall now? Report your smoke exposure and discomfort? Summon the prince here?
No need. His Highness is weary. Pestering him now would only invite trouble. Retire for the night.
Your servant takes her leave.
Kui Rong. For today, I'll yield Li Xuanyi to you. Our paths will cross again.
Concubine, the prince hasn't visited our chambers for days. Aren't you concerned?
What good would panic bring? If he won't come, should I kidnap royalty?
But aren't you worried their bond strengthens?
Men are faithless creatures. Constant closeness often breeds contempt, not affection. Distance makes hearts grow fonder. Pursue him, he retreats, withdraw, and he'll seek you out.
But what's our move now?
Prepare the carriage. We ride to Nanming Temple to bless the princess.
What? Bless the princess? Have you gone mad?
Years of childlessness plague the princess since her wedding, a royal disgrace. If she conceives, the prince rejoices. Thus I rejoice. Keep this pilgrimage quiet. Leave discreetly.
As you command.
Farewell, Your Highness.
Congratulations, Princess. The prince has stayed 10 nights straight here.
What's Chenfu Palace plotting? Is that shrew throwing tantrums?
Chenfu's eerily quiet.
Silence means schemes. Go. Investigate thoroughly.
Your Highness, Concubine Zhuang left the manor covertly, through the servant's gate.
Send trackers immediately. I must discover her every movement.
At once. Her Highness is investigating. Concubine Zhuang leaves daily for Nanming Temple.
What business has she there?
Scouts report she prays for Your Highness's fertility to secure the manor's lineage, perpetuate our legacy.
Prayers for me? Ridiculous. She infected me with the pox last time. This charity reeks of deceit.
Yet, our scouts found nothing suspicious.
If truly pious, why skulk about? Like a thief disappears, since His Highness lodges with me nightly. She seeks illicit company, Nanming's packed with paramours. Perfect for trysts.
My lady, you know the consort has spies trailing us. Why permit this?
I need to learn her next scheme against me. Care to wager? Will she claim I curse her with poppets? Or hex the manor? Perhaps allege I rendezvous with lovers there. Or thirdly, accuse me of embezzling gold. Basic tactics, all.
But mistress, any such charge would bring grave consequences. We must avoid that temple.
We go. We shall go. Not merely visit, but meet a man there.
My lady, you terrify me.
Your Highness, the spies reported. Concubine Zhuang secretly packed all her golden hairpins and jewelry.
She's not just meeting her lover, but smuggling gold and silver too. That wretched woman. Your end is near. My lord, I have visited Sister's chamber for 3 consecutive days, but found her missing each time. Where could she possibly be?
What?
Today, servants reported seeing her sneaking out with a bundle of golden accessories in great haste. Your Highness, there's been no news from Prime Minister Zhuang's household. Why would she pawn her valuables? What's her purpose?
How dare she?
Your end is near.
My lady, the prince and princess are heading to Chengfu Hall.
Prepare the carriage to the pawnshop.
My lady, these were gifts from His Highness. You're selling his precious gifts. Even your favorite hairpin. How could you part with it? If His Highness finds out, he'll be furious.
Don't worry. He'll personally return this hairpin to us. You'll see. I guarantee it.
Your Highness. Concubine Zhuang did indeed pawn all the jewelry. You gifted her, converted everything to silver.
Zhuang Ru, you've gone too far. Where is that concubine now?
The pawnbroker said. She headed to Nanming Temple.
Eunuch Lu, what could that concubine need all that silver for?
This servant cannot fathom.
Follow her tracks.
At once.
Your Highness, the scouts reported His Highness was at the pawn shop and flew into a rage.
She dug her own grave. No one else to blame. Prepare the carriage. I'll join the commotion. Let's make Concubine Zhuang's day. After all, in the mansion, we'll rarely see her.
My lady. What shall we do? His Highness was furious at the pawn shop earlier. My lady, are you...
Don't worry. I have a plan. To Nanming Temple.
Understood.
Take this for now. I'll get more if needed.
Zhuangrao, I thought I'd misjudged you. Never imagined I'd catch you red-handed, funding another man.
This must never reach His Highness. This is all I can find for now.
Your Highness, shall I arrest Concubine Zhuang immediately?
Wait, let me hear what they're conspiring about.
My lady, this silver should suffice for now. If more is needed later, I'll contact you.
Fine.
Zhuangrao, using my wealth to fund your lover, squandering my fortune.
Begin. I can't stay long. Must return to the mansion soon. His Highness mustn't know.
How dare you, Zhuangrao? You've betrayed me.
Your Highness. Your Highness.
Audacious Zhuangrao. How dare you commit adultery behind my back? You have some nerve.
Your Highness misunderstands. Your celestial grace outshines all. What mortal man could ever compare to you? Why would I stoop to infidelity?
Seize this man.
At once.
Your Highness, this mustn't be your grace.
Well played, Zhuangrao. Even now, you still plead for your paramour? Do you believe I dare not divorce you?
Divorcing me matters little, but offending Master Xuanqing is dire.
Wait, you say he's who?
This humble Taoist Xuanqing greets your Highness.
Xuan King of Jiangsuo, knower of past and present, key to ruling the realm. Master Xuanqing, why seek earthly possessions?
Your Highness, Master Xuanqing instructed me to donate silver for grain stored in advance at the temple. In a week, the Western City will face a disaster. We'll distribute in your Highness's name both grain and silver to win the people's hearts.
If your Highness doubts me, simply wait 7 days to see the truth of my words.
Eunuch Lu shall escort Master Xuanqing to suitable quarters. Without my permission, none may approach him.
Understood. After you, Master Xuanqing.
Meeting him is one thing. Why disrobe?
I removed my outer robe to avoid ink stains. Nothing more. You're hurting me, Your Highness.
Don't think your pitiful act will earn mercy this time.
I've merely been writing, more than usual lately, straining my hand.
What did you write? You wrote all these?
Fortunately, I had Xiang Yun make 500 copies of my prayer scrolls. My temple visits these days were to pray for the princess consort to conceive an heir. Beyond this, I seek nothing else.
What's the situation inside?
I found out Concubine Zhuang and a man were caught by His Highness in the side chamber.
Humph. Little troublemaker, you dug your own grave. Just wait. After tonight, there'll be no Concubine Zhuang in the manor.
I'll get the Honghua oil for you, Concubine. Your Highness.
Said, these past few days, what has the concubine been doing at the temple?
Reporting to your highness, this servant only knows the concubine has been copying sutras daily for the princess, nothing beyond that.
So your temple visits weren't to accumulate virtue for me, nor to bless wrong? Not a single thought for yourself?
Your Highness, I firmly believe the manor's prosperity is our shared fate. Your harmony with the princess ensures my safety.
Though acting virtuously, why the secrecy? Why keep me in the dark?
Your Highness, the reason I could meet Master Xuanqing is entirely due to my father's help. My father repeatedly warned me to never disclose Master Xuanqing's whereabouts, lest Prince Liang intercept him. Hence the secrecy.
Chancellor Zhuang is thoughtful. Next time, have him inform me directly, lest misunderstandings arise and strain relations with him.
A strong natal family breeds a confident wife, Your Highness. I wish to tell you. But you've been at Zhaoyang Hall day and night.
I've indeed neglected Chengfu Hall lately. I swear to you, henceforth, I'll never disregard you again.
I gratefully await Your Highness.
Oh, does your hand still pain you?
It aches.
Xiangyun, leave the medicine and go.
Your Highness, could you blow on it?
Who?
A man's neck is his most sensitive spot. Li Xuanyi, you can't resist this. This, Your Highness, is blowing. Your Highness, this is how I blow on it.
Consort, Eunuch Lu, and the man with the bamboo hat boarded the carriage? That must be Your Highness.
His Highness has left the temple. What about that little dear?
No women boarded the carriage.
Could she have escaped capture? Unacceptable. She must not get away. Where is that sneaky rendezvous spot? Take me there at once.
When I was young, whenever I hurt my hand, my mother would blow on it like this.
Are you trying to seduce me, Your Highness?
Well then, have I succeeded in seducing Your Highness? Your Highness, this is a monastery. It's improper.
What's wrong with that? I shall stay overnight at Nanming Temple tonight. Who dares to stop me?
But I fear we might disturb the monk's sanctity.
No matter.
Li Xuanyi, you'll never escape my grasp. You came to consummate willingly.
Go check if that little sweetie is inside.
It is... My lady, the silk belongs to that girl.
Good. I'll catch the culprit tonight and clear our name. Break in and beat them. Kill that couple.
Who?
Your Highness?
Concubine Zhuang. His Highness left hours ago. How dare you still lie to me? Beat them. Keep hitting. Don't stop until I command it.
Stop this. Cease. Your Highness, my lord, please wake up, Your Highness.
Your Highness? This can't be. How is this possible? No. Your Highness. My lord.
Your Highness. Wake up.
My lord. How is this possible? Impossible. Your Highness, I didn't mean to do this. I didn't know it was you inside. Your Highness.
Why are you two just standing there? Take His Highness back for treatment.
Sister, I truly meant no harm. I didn't know there was, but it was His Highness' sister.
Why would you say that? If not His Highness, who else could it be? You should focus on explaining this to His Highness later.
Sister.
I'm the injured one. Yet you're shedding tears?
My lord, your wounds weigh heavily on my heart. Last night's strike. Had you not shielded me, I'd be lying there injured. Perhaps, had I not dodged in time, I'd be dead by now.
Don't speak of ill omen. While I draw breath, you'll come to no harm.
But sister refuses to trust me. This hurts. It pains me deeply.
Your Highness. I was wrong. I was wrong, Your Highness. I acted foolishly and deserve punishment.
You owe me an apology, but more so to Rue. She prayed at the temple for your heir. Yet you accused her of secret affairs. Have you no conscience?
My lord, ignorance should pardon faults. My foolish actions stemmed from lacking full knowledge. Had she shared the truth earlier, this mishap wouldn't occur.
Feeling wrong, your silver tongue spins lies. You shift blame to me. But elder sister, you never inquired. When I sought audience, you refused me.
I've been devoted daily, serving His Highness, hence denied visitors.
Enough. Violence was inexcusable. Luckily, I bore the strike. Had fragile Rue been hit, her delicate frame might have been broken beyond saving. She could have died.
I acknowledge my fault. I'll repent in the shrine, with sutras for a month.
Dismissed.
Grateful for mercy.
Clever maneuvering, healing wrong. Preemptive confession.
Both Rue and Lingrong repent. Her actions weren't malicious.
Your Highness, you bear her strike calmly. Why would I hold grudge? Li Xuanyi, you old fool. Seems Lingrong's beating was too gentle on you. Had she killed you last night, would forgiveness linger?
My knees ache. That Zhuang Ru. I haven't lost. My error. Striking the wrong target.
My lady.
Why this panic?
Thunder in the West City caused a major fire. The one His Highness brought to our estate is truly Master Xuan King. They say His Highness was overjoyed and rewarded her handsomely.
How is this possible?
Your humble servant greets Lady Consort.
Lord Lu, what brings you?
These are all bestowed by His Highness. Your favorite golden hairpin, hundreds of taels of gold and silver, a violet jade vase from the previous dynasty, and a century-old Lingji mushroom. The grain stored in the temple by your order has played a crucial role. The commoners praise His Highness's benevolence. Hence His Highness's delight.
All credits to Master Xuan King. I merely handled some minor details.
Lady Consort, you're too modest. His Highness is blessed to have such a virtuous partner. These were all personally selected by His Highness. Handle them with care. If there's nothing else, I shall take my leave.
Thank you, Lord Eunuch Lu.
This servant thanks Lady Consort.
Xiang Yun, did I not tell you? His Highness would return this hairpin?
You're brilliant, Lady Consort. This maid is utterly in awe of you.
Wealth is but fleeting. Nothing extraordinary.
Then what matters, Lady Consort? You're absolutely right. If we could help the former consort conceive an heir, our Chengfu Hall's favor would be unparalleled.
It's been over a month. Since the temple consummation, we should summon a physician.
I'll fetch the imperial physician.
Wait, not yet. The manor is filled with the princess consort's spies. We must keep her in the dark about my pregnancy status.
How can we consult a physician then?
Inform His Highness. I haven't returned home since my marriage and wish to make a family visit.
I can consult a doctor there.
Exactly. The princess consort's influence won't reach the Zhuang family's domain.
Concubine, this servant will make arrangements.
Rue, how does the prince treat you?
Mother, His Highness is most kind.
Then I can rest assured you're the Zhuang's legitimate daughter, yet your father arranged to be third prince's concubine. This has always pained me.
In the original plot, Lady Zhuang doted on her daughter, but overprotection made her as fragile as a hothouse flower, too delicate to survive. After entering the manor, she couldn't navigate court intrigues and met an untimely end. Mother, true parental love, plans for their child's future. Father chose the prince for his promising prospects. Please don't worry for me.
Your father believes the third prince bears imperial destiny. He'll likely ascend the throne. As a concubine, Rue, you're at disadvantage. To outmaneuver the princess consort, you must secure an heir. 3 months into marriage. Any signs of pregnancy?
Mother, I returned precisely to have Dr. Chen examine me.
Why not use palace physicians? They're more skilled than Dr. Chen.
With Lady Zhuang's political naivety, no wonder Ru failed. Palace physicians surpassed Dr. Chen, but the manor swarms with spies. Too many watching eyes there. Risking exposure now, before the pregnancy stabilizes, is unwise.
Your caution is prudent, Ru. Ayu, summon Dr. Chen.
At once.
Well?
Congratulations, Lady Zhuang. The consort's pulse shows signs indicating pregnancy.
I can't believe I'm actually pregnant with Li Xuanyi's child, back in college before transmigrating. Now I'm a mom-to-be. Since you chose me as your mom, I'll become the main wife, to secure your status.
This is excellent news. The third prince had no heirs. This is the manor's first heir. Tell the lord immediately.
Wait, hold on. Physician Chen, you must keep the secret. Not a single word. Take it to your grave.
Understood.
Mother, keep my pregnancy hidden. From everyone, even father, will reveal it when concealment fails. Public announcement later.
But informing the lord could ensure protection for your child's sake. Think of the baby.
The prince is consumed by state affairs daily. No help from him. Self-reliance only. Everyone present, don't breathe a word of my condition. Heads will roll otherwise.
Yes. A month of kneeling has crippled my legs.
Ah, welcome back, Your Highness. You can't imagine what happened in your absence. That concubine in Chengfu Hall acted so arrogantly. Flashing royal gifts strutted about. Zhang Yun's nose rose sky high.
Now that I'm back, they'll pay dearly. To Chengfu Hall.
At once.
Where is Consort Zhuang?
She's visiting her family.
Then I shall wait here until she returns.
Greetings, Your Highness.
Rise.
Sister, what brings you here today?
While I was away, you cared for His Highness diligently. I brought you some delicacies.
I appreciate your kindness, sister.
What prompted your sudden visit to your family today?
I've served in the palace for over 3 months now, yet I haven't seen my mother once. It's time I paid her a visit.
3 months since your arrival. Any signs of pregnancy yet?
My constitution remains frail. No signs of conception.
Our duty as royal consorts is to bear His Highness heirs. You must prioritize regaining your vitality. I've summoned the physician to examine you shortly.
No need, sister. He examined me recently. The physician confirmed my frailty. Requires prolonged treatment.
Perfect timing for confirmation. We'll compare your current state to previous records.
No improvement. My condition is my own concern.
Stagnation won't be tolerated. We'll replace incompetent physicians. The palace has countless physicians. None should fail to restore your health.
This examination isn't for my health, but to check for pregnancy. Am I wrong?
Physician Wang arrives.
Your servant greets Her Highness. Consort.
Physician Wang, this examination concerns the royal lineage's continuity. Perform your duty meticulously.
As commanded.
Well, is she with child?
Her ladyship's health is delicate. She has poor blood circulation. 3 months of careful recuperation may allow her to conceive an heir.
You claim she's not pregnant. Yet this past month, I've attended His Highness daily. Examine me thoroughly.
The royal lineage is at stake. I dare not deceive Your Highness.
Concubine, we have trouble. The consort waits in our hall. She's scheming something foul.
Her greatest fear is my bearing offspring before hers. This past month, she's been confined in temple. While I serve His Highness daily, what will she do when released?
She'll check for pregnancy. What shall we do? How can we hide your condition?
The pregnancy news can't reach the royal physician. We must silence him. Take silver from the manor, secretly. Bribe Physician Wang into silence.
Will he comply?
He retires in 3 months and returns to his homeland. Lady Kuei won't find him. After that, with sufficient silver, he'll accept retirement. He'll agree.
I'll arrange it immediately.
Ensure Physician Wang gives our concubine proper treatment.
Understood.
Retiring early tonight?
I visited my family today. Fatigue overcame me, and I rested briefly.
How fares your household?
My mother grows frail with age. Servants say she calls my name constantly. Your Highness, I beg monthly visitation rights. Grant me this wish.
Such filial devotion moves me. Your request is granted.
My gratitude, Your Highness.
Attend my dressing.
Your Highness, the consort's temple confinement must have left her lonely. Today marks her return to Zhaoyang Hall. Would Your Highness visit the consort?
You suggest I visit her? Your Majesty wishes me to go to Zhaoyang Hall? I never imagined Ru could be so magnanimous.
Sister, must be eager to see Your Majesty. We bid Your Majesty farewell. My child, Mother will keep you safe and ensure your safe arrival.
Your Majesty. Yu, hurry. Prepare the evening feast. Include His Majesty's favorites, deer antlers and okra.
At once.
Your Majesty, I feared you had forgotten me.
Wrong. You are my lawfully wedded principal wife by proper rights. How could I ever forget you? I know you've been kneeling in the prayer hall for a month. You must see your fault now.
Your Majesty's devotion moves me. I always knew you wouldn't abandon me.
You shall remain my principal wife.
Xiangyun, does my belly seem unusually large to you?
Your Ladyship, I meant to mention this. When dressing you this morning, I noticed the pregnancy bulge has become impossible to conceal. What if the princess consort notices your condition?
To the manor, summon Physician Chen at once.
Your Highness, that creature in Chengfu Hall, something's amiss.
Haven't you noticed her recent restraint? What do you suspect?
These past 2 months, when fetching fabrics, I've seen Xiangyun constantly sewing new garments for that woman. They're using twice the usual fabric. Consumption has doubled.
Go. Bring the seamstress Xunyang here.
At once.
Your Highness, the Chengfu Hall has received more fabric allocations these past 2 months.
How dare she, that little minx, flaunt His Highness's favor to squander resources. I demand 5 new outfits, be tailored at once.
Understood.
Use finer fabrics than that hussy and trendier designs.
Your Highness, Chengfu Hall requests only simple silhouettes without figure accents. Would you prefer similar styles?
What did you say?
I meant Chengfu's designs are loose-fitting. Your usual preferences favor form-fitting cuts. I fear copying their designs won't please you.
Stop the tailoring. You're dismissed.
Yes.
Your Highness, could she be hiding a pregnancy?
That explains her feigned illnesses to divert His Highness here. She's been safeguarding her pregnancy.
My lady, let me investigate. We'll determine if she's truly with child.
Go, but be discreet. Avoid Chengfu's spies.
Understood.
Xiangyun, help me to the daybed.
Yes. Her Ladyship sleeps more each day.
How?
I saw her belly. That sweet thing is definitely pregnant.
Disaster. All is lost. My health isn't restored yet. She's already carrying, before me, my position as princess consort is slipping away.
Don't despair yet, my lady. Her belly looks oddly large. That child might not be the prince's.
Consider this.
By the timeline, the prince bedded her at Southming Temple 3 months ago, which makes just 3 months now. But her belly size looks more like 5 months along. How could this be the prince's child?
Her huge belly.
I noticed it's pointed and protruding more than 3 months.
No wonder she wanted new dresses made. Her old clothes don't fit. Yu, whose child do you think she's carrying?
5 months back, Concubine Zhuang met an outsider, remember?
You mean Nalandi?
Exactly. When we caught them at the theater, red-handed, her with Nalande. They must have already been committing adultery. That's why she's 5 months pregnant now.
Zhuang Rao. She dug her own grave. This time I'll make sure to drown her in a pig cage and have her dismembered.
Concubine, your pregnancy belly doesn't look 3 months along, more like 5 months.
Oh?
I served concubines who were with child. Their bellies were smaller.
Summon Physician Chen again.
But we just visited the Zhuang family this month. Frequent visits will arouse Her Highness's suspicion.
Bring the calendar. True, we did visit recently. His Highness approved. Monthly visits only. I have it. Xiangyun, prepare gifts for Mother's birthday celebration.
But the madam never celebrated birthdays before.
She never did before, but this year marks her 50th birthday. As her child, I must host a grand celebration. No one would find it strange.
How wise of you. I'll prepare the gifts.
Your Highness, Xiao Kai left the manor.
To meet her lover secretly. Send trackers after her.
At once. My report. She went to Zhuang residence.
But she just visited them recently. No? Family visits a ruse or secret rendezvous.
She and Nalinda were childhood sweethearts. He can freely enter Zhuang estate.
Zhuang Ru, today you meet your end.
But Your Highness, today your beloved left the mansion, made no effort to be discreet, but rather paraded openly with gifts in hand, claiming to celebrate her mother's 50th birthday celebration.
That explains everything. While guests toast in the front hall, they conduct shady dealings in back. A common tactic, isn't it? How else would those two meet in secret? This palace will personally wade into this mess today. Your Highness.
What brings you here?
Does Your Highness know? Today marks Consort Zhuang's mother, 50th birthday.
Is that so? Ru didn't inform me.
Perhaps Consort Zhuang, in her virtue, wished not to burden you with family matters.
Since I've taken her as consort, why speak of separate households? Moreover, Chief Counselor Zhuang is a pillar of the state. Eunuch Lu, prepare gifts for my mother-in-law. I shall visit the Zhuang estate.
At once.
Your Highness, your humble consort has prepared presents for Consort Zhuang's mother.
Thoughtful of you. Very well. Join me then, to show proper respect.
As you command.
Dr. Chen, you finally arrived. The consort has been waiting.
My apologies for the delay. I presumed, having already examined her ladyship. This month, I attended the West City Clinic, as scheduled, unexpectedly summoned back to the mansion again.
Her ladyship grows anxious. We implore you to conduct thorough examination.
Understood.
Well?
Joyous news. My sincere congratulations. Congratulations, Your Grace. Felicitations, Your Grace.
What's the occasion for such joy?
Your Grace is carrying twins.
Twins?
The pulse signs for single and twin pregnancies are similar. Earlier, when the pregnancy was younger, I couldn't detect it. Today, upon closer examination, I found both upper and lower pulses in Your Grace's womb beating strongly simultaneously. Combined with the enlarged womb size, there's no doubt it's twins.
Can you believe this, fam? A college girl transmigrated into a novel, now with twins.
Your Grace, the prince and princess are in the main hall. They came to greet the Dowager.
What? The prince is here?
Perfect timing. Caught them red-handed. Public hand-holding. Undeniable proof. The little minx keeps collecting lovers. When did she even snag this hottie?
Xiangyun, escort physician. Chen, out through the back. I'll meet the prince.
Understood.
You won't escape this time.
His Highness has come to celebrate my birthday. Quickly thank His Highness.
Thank you, Your Highness.
We're all family here. No need for formalities.
Princess Consort. In the backyard, we found no trace of Nalande.
Then keep searching immediately.
Stay calm, Your Highness. The little darling's lover is someone else. I saw with my own eyes, them holding hands tightly.
Where's the handsome man now?
Xiang Yun just escorted him out the mansion. I caught them both in the backyard. They're now in our carriage.
Well done.
Thank you for the reward.
I must find a way to get those two lovebirds alone together. Seeing your mother today, sister, her grace is truly unparalleled. They say time cannot tarnish true beauty. Today I witnessed its truth. Seeing your mother, it's clear why you've inherited such stunning beauty. Indeed, like mother, like daughter.
Your praise honors me, but my humble beauty pales next to yours.
Flattering me now is too late. Your end approaches. My lord, I've prepared a gift for Madame Zhuang too. But it's rather unconventional. May I retrieve it with your sister, with your permission?
What manner of gift is this?
One that will astonish all.
Very well. We'll await your surprising revelation.
Sister. Younger sister.
Elder sister. Sister, speak with mother first. Mother, look, elder sister has prepared a gift for you.
Your Highness, honoring my birthday is already an immense privilege. No gifts are necessary.
Madame Zhuang, Ru and I share a husband, bound as sisters. Her mother, I honor as my own. Madame Zhuang, please don't decline.
Honored mother-in-law, since I brought Lingrong to celebrate, we wouldn't come empty-handed. Please accept graciously.
You have someone follow Ru.
Yes.
Hu Yue.
If not for my delicate condition, needing cautious movements, I'd shake off this nuisance. Sister, are we there yet?
Almost there. The gift is in the carriage ahead. Sister has arrived. The gift remains in the carriage. Please inspect it to see if it suits Auntie's taste. If approved, I'll have it brought down.
Very well. Sister, open the door. Sister.
Your Highness, we finally caught her.
Stand guard here. I'll fetch His Royal Highness.
Understood.
Sister, open the door. Sister. Dr. Chen.
Consort, let's find a way out first.
Where is Ru? Where are the gifts?
Earlier, I went with my sister to fetch the gifts, but as we walked, she suddenly vanished.
Your Highness, this is Ru's most familiar place. She couldn't have gotten lost.
Indeed. My sister knows the Zhuang estate better than I do. That's why I sent Hu Yue to search for her. Finally found her.
Since she's found, why didn't she return with you?
I dare not speak of it.
What's there to fear?
When Hu Yue found the consort, she saw her, was with a shirtless man. In the carriage ahead.
How dare you?
Cease your slander. Ru knows propriety well. She'd never commit such a shameful act.
Couldn't believe it either. Hu Yue witnessed it, the man's belt. He had already undressed.
Outrageous. In our Zhuang estate, slander my daughter's reputation? Do you think I don't exist?
Lady Zhuang, had I not seen it myself, why would I bring this before His Highness? Speak of such matters. Hu Yue is guarding the carriage. to verify the truth. Let's go see.
Take me there.
Wretch. Don't blame me for being harsh, darling. Blame yourself for lacking awareness. Strange. Where's Qiyu?
Your Highness, where's my daughter, you say?
Zhuang Ru and that man are inside this carriage.
Open this carriage now.
At once.
Where's Zhuang Ru?
Your Highness, where's my daughter?
They were just inside moments ago. It was clearly Zhuang Ru. How is this possible?
Sister. I just stepped out for a moment. Why are you here now?
Qiyu.
Seize that maid and rescue the young mistress.
Understood.
Your Highness, your servant. How could she appear disheveled in the carriage? Your Highness, your servant. How could she be disheveled and appear in a carriage?
Lingrong, why was Qiyu disheveled in the carriage? Explain yourself.
I don't know.
Speak for yourself.
My lord, your highness, I don't know this man. Your servant. I've done nothing wrong to disrupt the household. I was knocked unconscious.
Nonsense. Our estate is heavily guarded. How could this happen? You're framing me.
I truly don't know this man. I'm innocent.
Look up. Dr. Chen? Dr. Chen, why are you here?
Doctor...
My lord, Concubine, you must deliver justice. I was in the house. After finishing consultations, on my way home, this woman ambushed me and dumped me in a carriage. I did nothing wrong.
Stop slandering me with baseless accusations.
My lord, I have evidence.
Lingrong, this jade pendant was my gift to you. Explain this.
Concubine. This was found on her.
Lingrong, how dare you discard the pendant from our lord? Pass it to another. Since that's the case, I'll reclaim what's ours.
This pendant fell earlier. I've been searching for it. Now it's found here.
So this means it's all a misunderstanding? Qiyu and Dr. Chen have no connection. Right, Your Highness?
Misunderstanding. All a misunderstanding. A mistake. It's all a misunderstanding. Yes.
Lingrong, you dared plot against me in my own manner? You overestimate yourself too much.
What was meant to be a joyous feast has turned into this disaster. Cancel this birthday celebration. You. Help me back. Guests may leave.
Understood.
Let's go.
You've brought shame to Jin Palace. Don't think I don't know. You clearly intended to slander Ru, alone with another man. Your scheme failed.
Your Highness, this is all a misunderstanding. Qiyu saw with her own eyes Concubine Zhuang alone with a man, undressing and holding hands. That's why I misjudged Concubine Zhuang. A complete misunderstanding, Your Highness. Who knew he was a physician?
Ru explained. Dr. Chen treated her since childhood. He knows her health best. He happened to be at the manor that day. So she consulted him. Yet you accuse her of secret liaisons.
Our palace physicians. Are they inferior to some country quack? Why not see our doctors here instead of going home? I suspect she's hiding something. Does Your Highness know? Concubine Zhuang is pregnant.
What? Ru is pregnant? Why wasn't I informed?
If I recall correctly. Your Highness and her consummated 3 months ago. She should have a 3-month pregnancy. But her belly today resembles 5 months.
5 months.
I remember that 5 months ago, Concubine Zhuang met young Mr. Nalan at Tingfeng Pavilion.
Eunuch Lu, summon Physician Wang to Chengfu Hall.
At once.
Eunuch Lu, fetch Physician Wang. Proceed to Chengfu Hall.
As you command.
Useless fool. You ruin everything. You couldn't even monitor the examination. His Highness reprimanded me because of you.
Your servant greets your Highness.
You're with child. Why keep this from me? Do you still regard me as your husband?
Forgive me, your Highness. I meant no deception. My frail condition made me wait until the pregnancy stabilized. To inform you, I wish to spare you false hope, hence the 3-month silence.
3 months? Your belly suggests more than 3 months. 5 months ago, you met Master Nara at Tingfeng Pavilion, did you not? Speak. Is this bastard child his doing?
Your Highness, please. The size is due to carrying twins.
What did you say?
This morning, Physician Chen confirmed I'm bearing twins.
Can this be true?
Physician Song arrives.
Greetings, Your Highness.
Where's Physician Wang?
Physician Wang has retired to his hometown. Physician Song now serves.
Examine the concubine.
At once.
Physician Song, examine her thoroughly. Fail this task, and lose your head.
Understood. Congratulations, Your Highness. Concubine Zhuang carries twins, son and daughter. Congratulations, Your Highness. Joyful tidings, Your Highness. Concubine Zhuang is carrying twins, a boy and a girl.
Are you certain?
Her pulse is steady. This old physician never errs.
Thus, Lady Rue's larger belly is due to carrying twins.
Yes, Your Highness. With twin pregnancies, a 3-month belly resembles 5 months.
Excellent. Splendid news. Reward them.
Our gratitude, Your Highness.
Dr. Song, come claim your reward.
You've endured much, my dear Rue. This fault is mine. I heeded false whispers and wronged you. You are the Li family's great benefactor.
But your Highness, should my child precede the first wife's? Is this permissible?
Naturally. Kui Lingrong's barren womb cannot dictate others' fertility. Shall I wait eternally for her conception? Preposterous. Be at ease, Rue. I shall safeguard you and ensure our children enter this world safely.
What of Chengfu Hall? The wretch, your Highness silenced. Have they confessed?
This servant dare not speak.
Has the witness been ordered already? Speak now. One more silence. I'll have your skin.
Your ladyship, the concubine truly carries 3 months pregnancy. Her enlarged belly holds royal twins.
What did you say?
His Highness decreed manor-wide celebrations.
Your ladyship.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Quickly, rise! Quickly, Jinrong, prepare a seat for Consort Zhuang at once.
As you command.
Xuanyi's lack of heir has weighed heavily on my mind, robbing me of sleep. Now that you carry royal twins, not just 1, but 2 heirs, this queen may finally rest peacefully at night.
Your Majesty's boundless blessings and His Highness's divine fortune herald brighter days ahead, Your Majesty.
I've instructed Xuanyi to ensure your every need is properly attended, safeguarding the Emperor's heirs until their safe delivery, though you conceived 6 months after Lady Ling. Bearing twins grants you. When the time comes, His Majesty will surely dote on your twin princes.
By Your Majesty's gracious word,
I knew selecting you was the right decision. Your father served the crown well. His daughter won't disappoint either. Consort Zhuang, within these walls, our fates are intertwined. Shared glory or ruin, delivering royal heirs would elevate the Zhuang clan to unprecedented nobility. Having chosen to enter this serpent's nest, you must steel yourself to fight till the end. Is that clear?
Empress Sheng's ascension to the Phoenix throne was no accident. Her clarity of purpose, an iron will command respect. I must cling tightly to her royal coattails. This humble consort's royal marriage exists solely by Your Majesty's celestial grace. I live only to fulfill Your Majesty's every command.
Good child.
Your Majesty, Consort Kui of Jin requests audience.
What does that woman want?
This concubine greets Her Majesty the Empress.
Rise.
Yes.
What brings you here?
Reporting to Her Majesty. This concubine comes to propose selecting 2 new concubines for His Highness.
Previously, when I sought to arrange concubines for Xuanyi, you vehemently objected. Now, what changed your mind?
I was immature before. Now that concubine Zhuang is with child and cannot serve His Highness, and I'm unwell myself, still recovering. I fear His Highness may lack proper care. Hence, I suggest selecting new attendants.
Or perhaps you fear His Highness's welfare is pretext and truly seek to cultivate your own influence?
I'll consider it. You may withdraw.
Understood.
Earlier, Lady Kui proposed recruiting new consorts for His Highness. Your thoughts?
Her Majesty ostensibly seeks my counsel, but truly tests my loyalty. How could I object? Royal consorts taking concubines has always been essential for expanding the royal lineage. Since His Highness honored me with favor, adding 2 more attendants will simply mean more recipients of His grace. I concur with the Princess Consort's view. In my current condition, I struggle to adequately care for His Highness. New sisters joining the palace could better serve His Highness.
Aren't you afraid His Highness might favor them and neglect you?
If His Highness neglects me, it must be because I've spoken or acted in ways that displeased him. I should reflect on my own shortcomings, never presuming to blame His Highness.
Good. You prove worthy of my trust. Focus on your pregnancy. Let Lady Kui handle other trivial matters.
Yes.
Consort. The prince is being too harsh. Since the newcomers arrived, he barely visits Prosperity Hall anymore. They only see the new smiles, never the old tears.
Have I cried?
Consort, aren't you upset at all?
Someone else gets to attend to His Highness while you don't need to manage chores. Why should I be upset? I'm enjoying my peace now. My only joy is my child's safe arrival into this world. That's all that matters to me.
But Consort, I heard the new selections were arranged by Princess Consort Kui. Both chosen candidates have ties to her. Once they gain influence, they'll surely team up against us. Even if you don't act first, they'll still find ways to strike at you, Consort.
What's the status of those 2? Investigate them thoroughly.
Yes.
Since becoming with child, I only sought peace and quiet, nearly lost my edge. Xiang Yun was right. This isn't the time to lower our guard. When winds stir the banners, how can I stay still?
Consort, I've found out everything. The 2 newcomers are one a magistrate's daughter, Su Shuer, the other a merchant's heiress, Wei Ting Yun. Both were handpicked by Consort Kui herself. They're clearly her allies. The trio appears harmonious, often strolling in the gardens.
Where women gather, rivalry and comparison follow. Beneath surface pleasantries, undercurrents run deep.
But after tailing them for days, they seem genuinely close.
Just show favoritism, and cracks will appear.
Consort Wei, this month's provisions have arrived.
This month's allowance? Why is there so much?
The servant delivering them said it's the princess's special favor. The princess especially looked out for you. Our belongings here, both in style and quantity, are far better than Zhu Palace's.
This robe is made of Su brocade, worth a fortune.
They emphasized that Consort Wei should, when wearing these, avoid letting Zhu Palace's mistress see them. After all, the one in Zhu Palace...
Did you tip the servant?
Report to Consort Wei. We've rewarded him.
The princess treats me unlike any other. Otherwise, why would she specifically reward me? Help me change.
Yes.
Though father had clothes made for me from Su brocade before, this imperial Su brocade still surpasses common market goods.
That's only natural. Fine Su brocade is for the palace only, the bite.
though the robe is exquisite. I can only admire it alone.
The princess only mentioned avoiding Jui Palace's mistress, not his highness, dressed so magnificently, not showing his highness. It would be a waste.
You have a point. Where is his highness now?
His highness should be in the study.
Let's bring his highness some tea.
Your Highness, Consort Wei has arrived.
What brings her here?
Consort Wei mentioned the sweltering heat and specially prepared cooling tea. She also noted your Highness's busy schedule and advised to care for your health.
That's thoughtful. Let her in.
As you command. Consort Wei this way.
This humble consort offers tea to your highness.
Consort Su from Cloud Palace is serving tea in the study.
But the princess consort forbade disturbances during official duties. Why does she get special treatment? I'll go too.
Secondary consort, both ladies have gone.
In that case, we should join them and witness this drama unfold.
What? Those two minxes went to the study hall? Have they forgotten my explicit instructions? Today, I'll show them proper decorum.
Your attire today is quite charming. It accentuates your delicate beauty.
Your approval delights me.
Your Highness, Consort Su requests audience.
What's happening today? Why is everyone gathering at my study hall? Let her enter.
At once.
Greetings, my lord. It's Sushi.
And what brings you here today?
I noticed the weather is quite hot, and I was worried you'd be uncomfortable, so I thought I'd offer some fanning.
She brings cool tea. You offer a fan? How delightful. I'm truly blessed with such attentions.
Ting Yun, sister, how could you wear Suzhou silk? The rules of the manor, only the princess and concubines are allowed to wear it.
I wasn't aware of such a rule.
I think you're just trying to overstep your bounds, or are you suggesting you're not inferior to those in Zhaoyang and Chengfu halls? That you're just as good?
Ting Yun wouldn't dare.
Wouldn't dare. If you wouldn't dare, why are you wearing Suzhou silk all over the garden and in front of the prince?
Concubine Wei, what exactly is going on here?
My lord, I truly didn't know this Suzhou silk was restricted by rank. If I had known, even if I had 1,000 lives, I wouldn't have dared to wear it. A woman adorns herself for her beloved. I only wore it because I thought it was pretty. That's why I wore it for you, my lord. Besides that, I truly had no other intentions.
You, vixen? How dare you dress so attractively? Trying to seduce the prince. If I don't teach you a lesson today, I'm not Su Weier. Sister, you're a merchant's daughter. Surely you recognize Suzhou silk.
Of course. I recognize Suzhou silk. I just didn't know it signified rank.
Even if sister is a merchant's daughter, she should know the rules. Without rules, there is chaos. With so many servants in the manor, couldn't you have asked someone? This is simply outrageous.
The princess consort gave me this dress. That's why I wore it.
Impudence. When did I ever give you Suzhou silk? When did I ever give you silk satin?
So, Wei Tingyun, the princess knows nothing about the silk satin? How dare you, stealing from the residence?
I didn't...
What's all the commotion?
You should be resting in your chambers. Why are you here?
Of course, she misses the prince.
Good son, good daughter. Be good. Don't make things difficult. For your mother. Father is waiting for your safe arrival.
The prince's babies are so well behaved. They don't trouble me at all. Take a look. Whose children are they? Why is everyone gathered here?
Consort Zhang, you don't know? Concubine Wei is wearing silk satin, strolling around the courtyard. I think she's trying to provoke you and the princess.
Consort, I really didn't know. The princess sent me this dress.
Silence.
So,
Concubine Wei, think carefully. The princess is the head of the house. How could she not know the rules? Give you silk satin. Today, my maid went out to buy my favorite snacks and saw your father's carriage. Did you mix up the gifts from your family with what the princess sent you? Think about it again.
Consort Zhuang is saving me. I almost offended the princess and made a big mistake. The princess must blame me for wearing the silk satin in front of Su Huier, causing this trouble. That's why I didn't tell the truth. Oh dear, look at my memory. Today, my father sent me a private gift, and the princess happened to send my allowance. Perhaps I mixed up the two batches. Mixed them up.
Then apologize to the princess.
beg your highness's forgiveness. Today's misunderstanding is entirely my fault. I confused the items, mistaking family gifts for your highness's gracious reward. I beg for your highness's mercy.
Concubine Wei comes from a merchant family. Being their sole daughter, they naturally shower her with their finest possessions. The sobriquet was no exception. Today's incident was simply a misunderstanding, not theft.
Does wealth entitle one to discard propriety? Material abundance doesn't excuse breaching decorum.
Concubine Sue, unlike your noble lineage, I'm but a commoner, unaware that Sue brocade is reserved exclusively for royalty and consorts.
Ignorance requires humble inquiry, not presumption to act without permission.
Regarding today's incident, Your Highness, Concubine Wei indeed acted carelessly. But as the ancients say, blame not the ignorant. Hailing from trade circles, of humble station, barely literate, her father never held office nor title. How could he possibly know courtly protocols? Thus, ill-equipped to educate his daughter.
By Ruer's logic, I should settle accounts with Concubine Wei's father.
In my humble opinion, when her father next visits, perhaps he could bring 2 extra jars of Shaoxing rice wine as compensation.
Ruer knows my heart best.
Your Highness, shall we consider this matter closed?
You were entrusted with governing the household and instructing its members. Punishing Concubine Wei's etiquette breach would reflect poorly on your instructional duties.
Given the royal couple's burdens, occasional oversights are understandable. Blaming Her Highness would be unjust.
I implore Your Highness to show mercy.
Pray do not censure Her Highness. Today's fault lies in my ignorance. I shall study matronly virtues forthwith.
Concubine, your strategy is truly brilliant. I see the relationship between those 3 can never return to what it was.
Of course it can't. How could those 3 ever compare to me?
Concubine Wei requests an audience.
Let her in.
Han Tingyun pays respects to the concubine.
Rise.
My gratitude, concubine. Regarding the last incident, thank you for your intervention. This humble girl knows not how to repay you. I've prepared modest gifts for your acceptance. Bring them in. Place them there.
This is no mere gift, but a grand offering. You must have another request.
Concubine, ever since the incident with the embroidery, the princess consort harasses me constantly. She keeps arranging Concubine Sue to attend His Highness. Now I can't even get an audience with the prince.
So this is the matter.
My father says I'm the family's pride, and the Wei clan's future rests solely on me.
Your father is indeed shrewd. How else could he have expanded his business to such scale? Helping you is simple, but you must obey my every command. No independent actions. Understood?
Tingyun will heed your instructions.
Rise.
My gratitude, concubine.
First, remove all these silken robes. Wear rough hemp garments instead. Replace gold and silver ornaments with wooden ones. The plainer, the better.
But concubine, I already lack Concubine Sue's beauty. Dressing plainly will make it harder to stand out.
You understand nothing of the minds of men. Haven't you heard? After feasting on rich delicacies, a bowl of plain congee is the true taste of life.
Concubine, Her Majesty the Empress ordered this old servant to care for you. It's my duty to serve.
I understand, but I have a small matter to trouble you with.
Your wish is my command.
Ru, Dr. Song suggests you move around moderately each day. When the time comes for delivery, it will be smoother this way.
I understand, Your Highness. Your Highness, did we get new gardeners for this garden? These blooms are exceptionally beautiful.
The rear palace affairs are managed by Lingrong. This prince remains unaware.
Your Highness, is that Consort Wei over there?
Indeed.
Your Highness, truth be told, Consort Wei's gardening is truly remarkable.
Quite exquisite.
Your Highness, I feel rather weary and wish to retire.
Escort your mistress back to her chambers at once.
As commanded.
Honestly, Wei Tingyun's simple linen attire struck Li Xuanyi as profoundly as a wife dressing in schoolgirl attire would affect her husband. You look radiant today.
Last night His Highness stayed at Cloud Palace, consummating our union.
Mark my words. Henceforth, choose clean, simple garments and accessories for yourself. Let Su Xue'er flaunt her gaudy style. With your delicate features, embrace an innocent yet alluring style.
Consort. What's innocent allure?
Oh no, I accidentally used modern terms. You must adopt a fragile demeanor. Make others feel compelled to protect you and cherish you. Remember this, speak softly before the prince. When he returns to Cloud Palace, he should feel completely at ease.
Thank you for your guidance, consort.
Consort, aren't you afraid she'll gain favor?
Of course, but Qilingrong fears it more than we do. Let them fight each other, while we reap the benefits.
My lady, something terrible. Consort Wei is with child.
What? Useless. Completely worthless. Look at Concubine Wei, then look at yourself.
My lady, the prince is bewitched by that Wei hussy. What can I possibly do?
I gave you chances. Your womb failed you. Now, the prince won't spare you a glance.
My lady, Jair admits her faults. Don't abandon me, my lady.
Given the circumstances, first befriend Concubine Wei. When the prince sees you tending to her, he may remember your virtues. Besides, he frequents Cloud Palace. You'll see him more often.
Understood.
Yu.
Yes, mistress.
Fetch the blood-nourishing tonic from our chambers. Prepare some donkey hide gelatin cakes for Concubine Wei.
At once.
I thank you humbly, my lady.
Concubine Su, why are you here?
Sister Tingyun, I was wrong before. I apologize to you. Now you're rising through your son. When you gain influence, don't forget your elder sister. Enjoy your meal, sister. Enjoy, sister.
You once mocked my coarseness and ignorance of etiquette.
I was immature before, clumsy with words. This is my fault. I misspeak again. But if you must slap me,
do it in your snow palace. Why humiliate me in Cloud Palace? What's your aim here?
Fine, beat me later then. I came today to congratulate you. Bring it in. Sister, this donkey gelatin cake from the Imperial Kitchen was given by the princess consort. I've saved it for you, since you now need nourishment more than I. I've brought it here for you.
The princess consort gave this to you. How could I take what's yours?
I overheard the princess consort and Qiyu whispering, Her Highness can never bear children again. The next princess consort will be you or Concubine Zhuang. You're younger than her. I wager you'll claim the position.
Is this true? The princess consort truly can't conceive?
I heard it clearly. Such grave news. Would I dare lie? By sharing this secret with you, see where my loyalty lies? Don't you understand my sincerity?
Thank you for this information. We entered the manor together. My bond with you runs deeper than with those haughty ones above. If you safeguard my pregnancy, help me bear this child. When I become princess consort, you'll rise to concubine status.
I'm at your service. Quick, taste it.
Don't eat that. Don't eat. Guards, arrest the murderer who harmed the royal heir. Take them into custody at once.
What are you doing?
Endangering the royal bloodline. Could there be poison in this donkey hide cake?
Traces of musk were found in Concubine Su's chambers. Discarded scraps in the East Kitchen also contained musk.
How dare you harm my child?
Concubine Su has endangered the royal lineage. From today, confine her to the cold palace. Take her away.
Thank you, Princess Consort, for saving my child's life.
I personally chose you. How could I let you come to harm?
Concubine Zhuang, the princess consort, was close to Concubine Su. Why would she help Concubine Wei?
Because she's growing impatient.
What do you mean?
Before Imperial Physician Wang retired, I inquired about Lady Kui's condition. He revealed Lady Kui once carried a child, but it was a girl. She desired a son, so she aborted the child with herbs. But the dosage was too strong. It damaged her body. She can no longer conceive.
She dug her own grave.
Soon my twin will enter this world. As princess consort, Lady Kui has no heirs. Her position will soon become precarious. Rather than protecting Concubine Wei, she's actually protecting what's in Concubine Wei's womb.
You mean she'll eliminate the mother to keep the child?
Concubine Wei thinks she's climbed the royal family's strongest branch. Little does she know, Kui Lingrong only wants the child in her belly. Lingrong Kui has been childless for years, yet holds the title of princess. Her skills are undeniable. In this prince's residence, she's always been my only rival. The others aren't worth mentioning. I'm coming to get you.
You can't catch me?
Got you. Got you. Go play by yourselves.
Okay.
Everything is going as planned. After Consort Wei gave birth, she quickly went mad. The child was arranged to be Kui Lingrong's. Now that Kui Lingrong has a child, no one mentions selecting a new wife for Li Xuanyi. Xiangyun, what year is it tonight?
Your Highness, you're confused. It's the 32nd year of Kaylee.
Here we are. Finally, Li Xuanyi. The year my father passed away, at this point in the book, the original and Kui Lingrong are dead. Li Xuanyi, now the crown prince, will marry a noble lady and finally ascend the throne. This time, Kui Lingrong tried to harm my children, but she failed and wasn't exiled because of it. So before Li Xuanyi takes the throne, this is my last chance to become Empress Dowager. Babies, Mom will stand at the top of the Forbidden City, so you can be honored through me.
Early next month is our father's 60th birthday. All the royal descendants will be there. Have you prepared gifts for the children to present to our father?
Reporting, Your Highness. I, for Linger, personally sewed a beautiful garment to present to our father.
This embroidery is a Bagua diagram.
Exactly. Our father is like an immortal, devoted to Taoist practices. He will surely be delighted to see this.
You really know how to please him. What about you, Ru? What gifts have you prepared for Zhao Zhao and Chen Chen? This is a magnolia.
Reporting to Your Highness, it's a century-old magnolia that has weathered a century of storms. Yet it thrives with vitality, standing strong like the great Hong dynasty, just as Your Majesty's health remains robust and vigorous.
This is my first time seeing such an ancient magnolia. His Majesty has always cherished cultivating rare flora. This century-old magnolia will surely delight him. For the upcoming royal banquet, the Prince of Liang's house will attend. You represent my honor. No mistakes are permitted.
Understood.
Concubine.
What's the update?
Our spies have confirmed the Prince of Liang's gift is Zhang Tiankun's 5 Elements Classic.
What? They actually found the classic?
Is it truly valuable?
It's an invaluable treasure. Legends say Zhang Tiankun meditated for decades to master the 5 elemental forces. This classic contains secrets to eternal life.
What? Eternal life?
Whether true or not, but His Majesty is Zhang's diehard follower. This gift is priceless.
Concubine? What's a diehard follower?
Someone who deeply admires Zhang Tiankun's philosophy. Emperors crave immortality. In their twilight years, they pursue immortality. Our emperor is no exception. He's obsessed with Zhang's teachings to decode the universe's elements. The prince's gift hits the emperor's weak spot.
What should we do? Can we outshine the prince, Concubine?
Hold on, let me think. I've read so many palace intrigue novels. I've got it.
Wrong. What brings you here today?
My lord, a letter from your father about the birthday gift Liang Wang prepared. It's Zhang Tiankun's 5 Elements scripture.
What did you say? We're doomed. We've completely lost to Liang Wang now. That scripture is priceless.
My lord, if I can make Liang Wang suffer a crushing defeat and ruin his moment, what reward will you give me?
If you can make me outshine Liang Wang, All the gold and jewels in the world, anything I can find, you can have it.
My lord, I don't want any of that.
Then what do you want?
You should also know, His Majesty is considering abdicating. This birthday celebration is ostensibly that, but in reality, it's a test for you and Liang Wang. So, this birthday, whether we can give a gift that pleases His Majesty becomes especially important. Perhaps if His Majesty is pleased, he'll choose between you and Liang Wang to inherit the throne.
That's true. Father has never celebrated birthdays lavishly. This time, it seems he's hinting at stepping down.
My lord, I have a way for you to surpass Liang Wang. But I also have something I desire.
As long as you can make me surpass Liang Wang. Whatever you ask for, I will grant it.
What if I want to be your queen? What if I desire the position of princess consort?
Rue, you've always lived modestly in the Prince Jin's mansion. What's come over you now?
My prince, when I was alone, I had no worldly desires, but now I have Zhao Zhao and Chen Chen. I must secure their future.
But Ling Rong is my lawful wife.
I know this well. Even after bearing your children Chen Chen and Zhao Zhao, I never coveted the consort title. But if I remain a concubine, even though Chen Chen's birth precedes your heirs, he'll always be considered illegitimate, never the true heir. As the ancients taught, true love means planning for your children's future. I only seek to secure a proper status for your firstborn Chen Chen.
Indeed, Chen Chen is my eldest son. If you help me surpass Prince Liang at the royal banquet, I shall grant your wish.
Your Highness is gracious.
Seeing my family prosperous today brings me great joy.
May heaven bless our great nation. Your Majesty's benevolence blesses all under heaven.
I grow weary. Having reached my 60th year, now I wish only to tend my gardens, study scriptures, and seek enlightenment, free from worldly shackles at last.
Where your Majesty leads, this humble servant shall follow. Should you till fields, I'll don coarse garments and plow beside you.
Let the tribute commence.
Your Majesty, perhaps we should start with Prince Liang.
Approved.
Prince Liang's tribute.
From the House of Liang. To honor Father Emperor's 60th birthday, we hereby present Zhang Tiankun's 5 Elements. Scripture by Master Zhang.
You acquired Master Zhang's 5 Elements scripture. Let me verify if this is Master Zhang's authentic work.
This dimly lit hall makes it difficult for your Majesty to see clearly.
Let me illuminate it for you, Father. Your Majesty, allow me to assist. The hall is dimly lit.
Most considerate.
My prince, you mustn't forget what you promised me. The grand spectacle is about to unfold.
Benevolence governs wood and liver. Righteousness governs metal and lungs. Propriety governs fire and heart. Wisdom governs water and kidneys. Integrity governs earth and spleen. This bears Master Zhang's authentic seal.
His Majesty confirms Prince Liang's 5 Elements scripture is genuine. How will you reverse this?
Patience, my prince. Wait a moment longer.
Bring the light closer. I must examine the meridian techniques closely.
Father. Your Majesty, what's wrong? Summon the physicians. Father Emperor.
Your Majesty, physicians, attend immediately. Summon the royal physician, quickly.
Are you all right, Your Majesty? Father.
Prince of Liang, do you confess your crime?
Her Majesty the Empress, I know not what crime I commit.
See for yourself.
He who reads this book defies heaven's will. Death comes in 3 days. How could this be? I know nothing of this, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty's birthday, you present this cursed gift. What dark purpose drives you?
Shran Khan, do you seek my demise? You know I revere Master Zhang, would study this text closely, yet still sent this trap. What madness is this?
How could this happen, Father? I know nothing of this, Father.
I had planned to abdicate after this celebration. Could you not even wait these few short days? Do you hunger so for my death?
How is this done?
Simple chemistry? Alum solution writes hidden words. Heat reveals treasonous text on these pages. Candles' heat exposed the message. When I called for candles, they delivered fire to read by. Molten wax sealed their fate. Science unveils truth. Master Science, rule every situation.
Take Prince Liang and his household to Shengsing Bureau. None shall leave without my command.
Your Majesty, I'm innocent.
I still breathe, still reign.
Prince Liang's plot crumbles.
Imperial Physician Song is currently examining His Majesty. Lords and nobles, please wait.
May His Majesty remain unharmed.
The Emperor is blessed with good fortune. He will surely be fine. Your Highness, I've won the promise I sought.
This prince shall honor it.
Zhao Zhao. Chen, Mommy did it. Mommy will soon be the princess consort and eventually the Empress. You'll benefit from your mother's status. Trouble. Oh dear. My apologies. I was in urgent need of relief and disturbed you by accident.
Consort Zhuang, you honor me. It's servants who should apologize to their masters. Masters needn't apologize to servants.
The fault was mine. My apology is due.
The Empress always said Consort Zhuang was exceptional. Today, this servant finally sees the truth in those words.
Madam, have you seen Consort Kui? Have you seen Consort Kui? His Highness is concerned. Her ladyship might lose her way. Sent me to escort her.
I saw Consort Kui heading towards Brocade Hall earlier, likely answering nature's call.
Brocade Hall.
Brocade Hall is the annex east of the main palace. Your family members and tribute gifts are there, awaiting the main ceremony under the main hall's orders.
Thank you for your guidance. I'll go find her ladyship now.
Oh, sister, I thought. You were enjoying His Highness's company. What brings you to the backyard?
Sister, you shouldn't be lingering here. Instead of attending the banquet.
I drank too much tea earlier. Needed to relieve myself.
The restrooms in Brocade Palace. Why are you entering this chamber?
Zhuang Ru, until I abdicate. You remain merely a concubine. How dare you address me this way? Must I account for my movements to a secondary consort?
I only worry that this dusty place might soil your delicate robes.
Cease your false concern. Your pretense sickens me.
Where's Xiang Yun?
Reporting, concubine. This servant doesn't know.
Disaster. Both of you, immediately. Find Xiang Yun. Fail and I'll have your hides flayed.
At once?
The flower's intact. Topsoil's dry, but lower layers are damp. Someone watered this plant. Tasteless and odorless. What substance is this? If Xiang Yun did this, why bother covering with dry soil? Such effort to conceal. The elaborate cover-up proves they must have added something sinister. But what poison?
Your Grace, Xiang Yun's been found.
Take me to her at once.
As you command.
You said you went to the restroom. When I woke up, when I found you... When did you go to the restroom?
At the hour of the rooster.
Now it's the hour of the dog. A full 2 hours. Enough time for Kui Lingrong to do plenty.
Second consort. This is all my fault. I shouldn't have used the restroom.
Today, did you drink anything unusual?
To avoid the restroom, I didn't even dare drink water. Only ate a pancake.
Seems that pancake was tampered with. It's truly hard to guard against.
Consort Zhuang, you're here. The banquet has started. We're only missing you.
His Majesty's blessed by heaven is now out of danger. Proceed with celebrations. Jin Royal Residence, what gifts have you prepared?
Imperial Father and Mother, this concubine personally embroidered a Taoist robe as tribute to Imperial Father.
The 8 trigram symbols here. Did you stitch them yourself?
I report to Imperial Father.
Imperial Father Lingrong, this Taoist robe took 6 full months. Every stitch was sewn by her own hands.
Though not luxurious, your effort pleases us. Reward her.
This concubine thanks your majesty.
Consort Zhuang, what gift have you prepared?
This concubine Zhuang offers century-old magnolias.
Century-old magnolias.
Time is pressing. Had to replace the pot and soil, hoping this centennial magnolia can pull through.
Wretch, this time you're definitely losing.
You claim this is a 100-year magnolia.
Your Majesty, yes, this magnolia was planted during the Chengde era. After a century, still thrives vibrantly.
Excellent. To me, this magnolia symbolizes Da Hong's enduring foundation, strong and everlasting.
Wretch, soon you'll be crying. Look, quick, look, the divine tree has spoken.
Consort Zhuang, Prince Liang cursed me. You cursed Da Hong's ruler. Your head must be expendable now.
Well done. Kui Lingrong, I thought you merely sabotaged my tree. Never imagined you wanted me dead. Manifestation. Master Zhuang King's prophecy unfolds.
Abbot Zhuang King from Nanming Temple. Speak. What did he say?
He declared, when the magnolia falls, Da Hong's reign shall end, and a new emperor shall rise. Da Hong will soon enter, a golden century.
Prosperity. Who's the new emperor? Did Master Zhuang King specify the emperor's identity?
The master said, let royal descendants circle the tree thrice. The chosen ruler will reveal himself clearly.
Xuanyi, you first circle the tree. Xuanyi circled the tree 3 times first.
Yes.
Your Majesty, any changes to the tree?
I don't see any.
Neither do I.
The prophesied new emperor can't possibly be Xuanyi. Xuanyi, summon your legitimate eldest son. No response at all. Concubine Zhuang, you're bluffing, aren't you?
Father Emperor, this was Master Xuanqing's prediction, not my own words.
Summon Prince of Liang and his legitimate heir.
That old coot emperor, when his interests are at stake, even punishments mean nothing.
Seems like that old monk's full of nonsense. Guards, bring that fraud monk here.
Calm down, Your Majesty. There's another prince. Though born of a concubine, he's still Xuanyi's son, a royal descendant.
And Chenshin, too. We nearly forgot Chenshin. Summon Chenshin.
With this clumsy appearance, destined emperor. Please, my liner is far better.
Concubine Zhuang, help him up.
Walk 3 slow circles.
How is this possible?
Your Majesty, look. Is something glowing over there?
I see it now. Bring it to me at once. Mandated by heaven, eternal prosperity.
When Chenshin circles the tree, heaven's blessing descends. Could it be that he is heaven's chosen heir?
This heaven-sent treasure proves its authenticity. Eunuch Chen, draft the decree. We decree the great Hong throne shall pass to the illegitimate son of Prince Jin, Li Chen.
Congratulations, Your Majesty.
This calls for celebration.
Later, reward Master Xuan King generously.
As commanded.
Impossible. That wretched girl is behind this. I don't believe it.
You're absolutely right. I orchestrated everything.
What's this?
Young master, when circling indoors later, pretend to stumble and pour this into the planter. Understood?
Yes.
The planter's base holds heated sulfur stones. When Chenshin's phosphorus powder meets it, spontaneous combustion occurs. Then, my Chenshin becomes heaven's chosen.
Impossible. This can't be. No.
The new emperor ascends the throne. We pay homage to Your Majesty.
All hail His Imperial Majesty.
In my 6th year transmigrated into this novel, I finally attained my coveted position as Empress Dowager, yet Crown Prince Xuanyi's resentment grows deeper each day. Truth be told, I enthroned my own Chenshin in the imperial seat meant for his bloodline.
Empress Dowager, mind you catch no chill?
Where's the retired emperor?
In his study, with Consort Kui in attendance.
Today is my birthday.
Shall I summon his former majesty?
I'll go myself.
Xuanyi, your military brilliance remains unfulfilled, now confined to Longevity Palace. Are you content with this?
But Chenshin is my own flesh and blood. I cannot bring myself to act.
Xuanyi, once you reclaim the throne, you shall father countless heirs. Xuanyi.
Wrong speaks wisdom. I remain in my prime. Not meant for this stagnation. The great Hong Empire is rightfully mine.
Someone's at the door.
Your paranoia consumes you. Zhuangru never visits my study. There's no one there. Regarding your proposal, we must plan meticulously. Leave no trace of our involvement. Remember, Chenshin was crowned by the late emperor. We cannot risk exposure.
I understand, Your Majesty.
The kitchen prepared your favorite iced cherry pastries and warmed 2 jars of Shaoxing rice wine.
Serve them now.
Yes.
Speak your mind.
Your Imperial Majesty, today is the Empress Dowager's birthday. Will Your Majesty?
What does her birthday matter? Her birthday should bind me to her side. She only cherishes her own 2 children. When has she ever considered me? Since she showed me no mercy, don't blame me for returning the favor.
The Empress Dowager has been waiting for you.
Let her keep waiting. Now get out of my sight. Out.
Xuanyi, don't let her ruin your health. It's not worth it.
Understood. Keep his wine flowing. If he loves drinking, let him drink his fill.
Yes.
Mother, see how I've improved my calligraphy. Grand Tutor Zhang's guidance helped.
Your writing surpasses yesterday's. Each day brings greater improvement.
Your Majesties, the Emperor Emeritus and Consort Kui have passed away.
What did you say?
Last night, the two of them drank at Shufang Pavilion. After getting drunk, they strolled in the Imperial Garden, then accidentally fell into the lake and drowned.
Mother Empress! Mother Empress! Mother Empress!
Summon Physician Song immediately.
Mother Empress! Mother Empress! You scared Chenshin to death. I've already lost my father. What would I do without you?
I'll fight with all my strength to stay by your Majesty's side. But remember this. You're the Emperor of Hong. Even if the sky falls, remain calm.
I will remember.
Reporting to your Majesties. Regarding the late Emperor's funeral, how should we proceed?
Xuanyi was my husband. His Majesty's father. Burial with highest honors.
What about Consort Kui?
Bury them together.
Mother Empress, now your father's rightful wife, but...
I refused, Yural, to be buried with that old coot. Your father yearned endlessly for Consort Kui. Let's fulfill his wish.
Do as Mother Empress commands.
Understood.
Kui Lingrong, I merely returned what was given to me. Don't resent me for this. Kui Lingrong, I'm simply turning your own tactics against you. Don't blame me for this.
Empress Dowager, the retired emperor won't visit tonight. There's no need to wait longer.
Li Sanyi, you've squandered the last chance I granted you. I won't let you kill my son. No one shall... Shangyun. Deliver this wine to the retired emperor. Let him drink to his heart's content. Furthermore, find a way to stage his accidental drowning. With that person, succeed and you'll become the chief eunuch.
Your servant is deeply honored. By your Majesty's grace, I shall not fail.
Shangyun, send shadow guards to tail him. If he betrays us, eliminate him immediately.
Understood.
Proclaim the edict. By the mandate of heaven, the Emperor decrees, young as I ascend the throne, bearing celestial burdens, yet governance overwhelms, lest we fail imperial ancestors, the virtuous Empress Dowager Zhuang, endowed with sagely wisdom, heaven's chosen steward, shall oversee military matters, civil administration, ministry memorials, and tributary affairs. All state affairs shall be overseen by Empress Dowager Zhuang, with my red ink edict, appointments above third rank, army deployments exceeding 100,000, and adjustments to imperial clan titles and stipends require the Phoenix Seal for validation. So it is decreed.
We humbly obey the imperial will.
On my first day to Jin Manor, I vowed to rewrite my fate by any means necessary to escape the tragic end that awaited me and become the Empress Dowager, wielding supreme power. This moment proves my triumph.